And we are underway here, folks, for the final game of the weekend at the Southeast Splash Tournament here in Foley, where your NOLA Gavin team set to take on the USJVA out of Spanish Fort, Alabama. NOLA, the lone undefeated squad here in the bracket. Having only dropped one set on the weekend, we got a front row of Baker, Dilly, Clement, back row Curl, Offner, and Kraft to serve. Number 7 for USJVA absolutely dominated their last game. No doubt Coach Jess is going to have a plan to mitigate her. Ooh, a nice tip. Billy with the kill. One serving two, Andy Clement back to serve.
Hey, thanks for keeping that fun today. That's awesome.
Ooh, tough ball. Carly in for Andy. Back row now, Offner, Kraft, Crucio. A little bit of a miss hit there. One serving 4 in favor of USJVA. But she comes right back and puts it away. Two to 4 now. Well, Dilly back to serve. Product of St. Catherine of Siena. Set to matriculate at Dominican High School, and Dilly with the ace. She was one away from a full Wyatt Earp yesterday. Pearl. Blocked. Plus puts it away. And with that, she may have earned herself a ride home. Nice serve. Tipped. Dug from Kraft. The set to Curl. Blocked but out of bounds. Curl with the kill. And so that's 3 in a row for NOLA. Now taking the lead 5 to 4. A nice serve, another ace from Billy. Her second of the day. 6-4 NOLA. Am I getting a color commentating partner here? Ladies and gentlemen, a special guest in the booth.
I thought I've seen it all. We have a Rambo in it.
A Hall of Fame fisherman angler all the way from Navarre Beach. And we have Nelson in for Kraft. Chase, the question everybody wants to know, are you heir to the Kraft Foods empire?
My Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob
Yeah. He hasn't told me about that. All he tells me about is the past.
started a humble condiment company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and grew it into an empire, brick by brick, some say. The rare error there from Baker, making it 8-6.
A little intimidation from Rambo there.
For those of you watching at home, the other team has a player named Rambo, and we think that's pretty awesome. Honestly jealous. And I'm thinking about changing the family name. Clement comes in for Pouchot. Those two were teammates together at St. Anne in their grammar school days. And Clement puts it away. She hit that ball with bad intentions. Curl with the ace. And it looks like USJVA is going to take a quick timeout to talk things over. You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't wish a special someone a happy birthday. Watching from home, no doubt. You might know him as Coach, you might know him as Sergeant, you might know him as John, his mama named him Arthur, or you might know him as Dad. A big happy birthday to Mr. John Chatterley. Pretty sure I just mispronounced your last name, John. My apologies. I put a little extra emphasis on the French ending. I panicked. I'll be honest, I panicked. And we're back to the action. Ooh. A little late on the block there from Kless. 7 serving 11. NOLA with a 4-point lead. Ooh. The left hand. That ball is long.
Just a tad bit outside.
Dilly coming in for Offner. Offner coming in for Kless. And Molly, the libero, back to serve. The back set. Annie Clement with the John Wilkes Booth unassisted kill. There was no second gunman on that grassy knoll. She put it away. Heads up play there from Molly. Oh, nice dig.
There we go.
Nelson with a good swing. Excellent dig there from Curl. And a Behringer attempt. Nothing doing. Oh, a block from Dilly. Oh, but they're saying it. I don't know. That looked, from my angle, folks, that looked excellent.
You gotta check the replay there.
I'd like to go back to the replay. I got a little too excited. I really thought that landed on their side. What a hustle play. Good effort, Molly. I don't know about that one, folks. That looked good to me. Serving 13. USJVA out of Spanish Fort. Oh, surgical strike there from Billy. Expertly placed. And now 14 serving 11. Craft in. Curl fills, set to Clement. That ball's long. And NOLA will take the serve up for 15-12. Andy Clement back to serve. Front row now, Curl, Baker, Dilly. Point going to USJVA. Pusho comes in. And they test her immediately. But if I know Carly, I know she's going to bounce back from that one with gusto. Good dig from Kraft. Set to Curl. Block attempt fails. Score it for NOLA. Kless comes in. Back row now, Kraft, Pusho, and Dilly. Front row, Kless, Curl, Baker. NOLA up 16-14. Miss hit there for USJVA, and we go up 3. L's third of the day. Nope. That's too many hits. You're not allowed to do that. That's out. Where'd the ball go? kill from Curl, and they'll go up by a touchdown. USJVA takes a quick timeout. We'd like to thank Keith Clement for retrieving that last ball. Excellent hustle play from him. Bit of an unsung hero. I would never do that. Nice. 10-4. Good eye. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go. Nice.